You will never believe what has happened here. 2 hours of champion training. It's absolutely hilarious. These guys have just watched too many UFC fights and think they're pros now. If you have a better take, let me know in the comments. The wife played hardball, but eventually reality hit back to boxing her hobby goes. So he tracked down his old coach, saying, "Time to revive my boxing career. Let's get back in the ring." The coach was like, "Are you serious? You're over 40 and your last fight wasn't exactly a knockout." Brendan said, "I have an abundance of time and am not at all worried about the age and effort. Of course, it's a bit disappointing to fall behind." Reluctantly, the buddy agreed, but only under newbie training terms, as he'd expect. Brendan quipped, "That's good enough for me." "Seriously, what do you need me to do?" "Just let me know what it is you need, and I will get it ready now." From then on, Brendan hit the gym and started small competitions, working hard for his family. Incredible, right? He even took down a prodigy as buddy trained, and people thought it was pure luck, until the prodigy twisted his leg no competition for him. The old friend was bummed since Brendan snagged an opportunity. In the parking lot of the hospital, Brendan was lost in summer thoughts, thinking to himself, giving up. That's definitely not my style. This was his last shot, as the $5 million could change everything. Brendan had never been so desperate. "This can't be happening," he exclaimed, and everyone rolled their eyes with him. Eventually, the close friend finally nodded and gave into his request. Soon, the friend called to tell him he was registered for the competition, but the wife was not amused. She thought it was just an amateur affair and couldn't understand the fierce determination of a husband and father. They ended up in a shouting match, with her declaring she wouldn't attend. And just like that, it was opening day. Competitors gathered to witness this event. It was electric. The Russian champ, Koval, was a force to be reckoned with. You had better watch your step around him. When he stepped in, it was a whirlwind of excitement, with media flocking everywhere. Here, contestants battled it out to determine who was the strongest on the planet, vying for that $5 million jackpot. Brendan felt like a ghost with no fans, no interviews, just a sad spectator. Subtitles, until he caught sight of a lonely figure just like himself, and it turned out to be his brother Tom. Tom was awkward, acting like he spotted an enemy and wanted to dash. Turns out their dad, a fight coach, left over a decade ago, and the brothers never contacted again. Brendan stayed for his girlfriend while Tom resented him, feeling betrayed their mother. When their mother passed, Tom didn't notify Brendan, completely severing their brotherly bond. Brendan attempted to invite Tom to sit down and have a chat, hoping to rekindle their old friendship, only to be met with a cold and indifferent refusal. Subtitles. Brendan found himself thinking of his wife and daughters every single day, feeling an inseparable bond, whereas perhaps his father represented a different form of betrayal. Since that time, Tom has completely abandoned the idea of having a brother anymore. Now he trained with their dad, not wanting to touch Brendan's business. Tom had no clue that Brendan's life had actually been quite rough all these years. He has consistently been the only one who has endured his father's violent behavior. I didn't even have the chance to say goodbye to Mom. You shouldn't reserve your emotions just for me. It's not your decision. Don't do that. Don't forget to click and subscribe for more. Subtitles. I'll forgive everyone, and most especially you jerk. It's really time to put an end to all this. 2 decades of resentment intertwined, and their relationship ended again. Tom, in battle, saw his closest comrade perish before his eyes. Meanwhile, Brendan found new hope in the city, but only with their dad as a coach. He simply wanted to win the prize money to commemorate his fallen comrade. As the fight approached, Tom quietly entered the fray. No sponsors, no interviews, and barely any info about him online. There were only 2 videos, one of him taking down an MMA fighter and another of his heroic rescue. Before the match, Tom's rescue video went viral, a total internet sensation. Subtitles. Subsequently, the Spartan Championship officially commenced, with an atmosphere that was incredibly lively. Subtitles. 6 contestants are divided into 2 groups, engaging in fierce competitions, with war hero Tom taking the lead to enter. Just like that, within 10 seconds, Tom showed everyone his unstoppable strength.